The M47 Patton tank represents a critical transition in the evolution of American armored warfare. Born in the early 1950s during the early tensions of the Cold War, the M47 was designed to replace aging World War II Depot-era tanks like the M26 Pershing and the M46 Patton. While its service life with the U.S. military was brief, its impact was felt across the globe, particularly among NATO allies and friendly nations. At first glance, the M47 looks like a natural evolution of its predecessors, rugged, heavily armored, and clearly influenced by lessons learned from World War II tank design. Under the hood, it carried a Continental AV-1790 V12 gasoline engine capable of producing around 810 horsepower, giving it decent mobility for its time. Its top road speed was about 30 miles per hour, with a range of approximately 100 miles. Depending on terrain and fuel conditions, one of the most notable features of the M47 Patton was its armament. The tank was equipped with a 90mm M36 gun, which offered a significant improvement in firepower compared to the M46. It also featured a coaxial .3 caliber machine gun and a .50 caliber machine gun mounted on the turret for anti-aircraft use. While the 90mm gun wasn't the most advanced weapon of the era, it provided respectable firepower capable of dealing with Soviet armor of the time. The turret design of the M47 was completely new. It had a distinctive cast elliptical shape and introduced improved gun stabilization and fire control systems, although still far from what would become standard in later decades. Inside, the layout remained tight and somewhat awkward, typical of mid-20th century tanks. The crew of 5, commander, gunner, loader, driver, and assistant driver, had to operate efficiently in close quarters. However, the M47 was not without its flaws. Its reliance on a gasoline engine was seen as a vulnerability, especially considering the fire hazards in combat. Its mechanical reliability also drew criticism, particularly regarding its transmission and early fire control components. Additionally, by the time it entered full production, more advanced tank designs were already being developed, which meant the M47 had a relatively short service life with the U.S. Army. In fact, it was never used in active combat by American forces. But the story of the M47 didn't end there. It was exported extensively to countries across Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Nations such as Italy, West Germany, Turkey, Iran, and Pakistan operated large numbers of M47s, many of which were upgraded and modified over the years. In several of these countries, the M47 saw combat, particularly during the Indo-Pakistani Wars and in various Middle Eastern conflicts, where it performed